Hey, welcome to New Rockstars. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the 20th installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has hit theaters. Boy, howdy, is it a fun time. Is it a kind of sad, kind of exciting thing about all this? We're about to reach the end of this saga. And a lot of the characters that we spent the past 10 years with will be retiring. We'll be moving into a new direction with new characters, new settings, and new villains. Who will our remaining heroes have to fight to protect the universe? Are we finally going to be able to go back to our comfy, quiet lives? Probably not. We've got some big boys and girls waiting in the wings, especially after that Disney-Fox merger that goes through later this year. Make it happen! There are many lists of characters out there on the interwebs talking about who they would want for Phase 4 and beyond, but let's take all the hints and teases from the MCU and apply it to the list of characters from the comics and come up with a definitive list of villains that we could see in Phase 4 of the MCU. In no particular order, let us begin. First up, number 1, Kang the Conqueror. Who is Kang, you're asking? This is Krang, that's Kang. This is Krang, that's Kang. You're welcome. Well, he's most famously, as of late, an Avengers-level threat from all across time. Yepers, he's a time travel villain. Plus, he's got super strength, longevities, live forever, and so many more powers. He's appeared in Marvel Comics in many different forms over the years, and he's always kind of got a new look and a new agenda going for him. The reason I feel like he would be the logical next step is because of the teases we've seen in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yes, the time vortexes, signaling the time travel in a way is possible in the MCU outside of the Time Stone, but also Cassie. Cassie in this movie teases that she wants to partner up with her dad and go and fight crime. Well, fun fact, Cassie eventually does grow up in the comics to be a hero. My favorite version of her hero persona is Stature. Eventually she's a part of the Young Avengers, who also has a teammate named Iron Lad. Interesting. An Iron Man-like young hero who is eventually revealed to be Kang from the future. See all these complicated stories already spiraling out of this? Number 2, if you wanted to go smaller potatoes for our next big time villain and not go all universe ending event-y, maybe you could turn to one of Spidey's villains, especially the one that has such a big impact on the Marvel Comics universe. That's right, I'm talking about Norman Osborn. Now, I know we've seen 2 versions of Norman so far, but for good reason. He's one of the most important characters to Peter Parker, and I know Marvel Studios, and if they had their writers who worked on Infinity War and Civil War and Captain America, Winter Soldier, they could really turn him into a real powerhouse. Now imagine this. After Infinity War Part 2, we realized that the Sokovia Accords aren't really working, and we need a better solution. And the UN handpicks new individuals to make a better Avengers team who could protect them against cosmic and extra-dimensional threats. And who better to lead them than a powerful, influential businessman who's willing to put his life on the line, much like Tony Stark. That's where Norman comes in, and this could be very similar to his run as the leader of the Dark Avengers. Actually, this is where the Iron Patriot suit was introduced. Fun fact. This would also lead to a team of villains to face off against our heroes, much like the Masters of Evil, or you could possibly go with something closer to the Sinister Six. Those are just some extra ideas, but since we had the tease of someone buying Avengers Tower in Spider-Man Homecoming and Sonny Burch working for someone else in Ant-Man and the Wasp, it would be interesting to learn that Norman has been working in secret for quite some time in the MCU. And number 3, let's go back to our huge cosmic level threats for a second and take a turn to the darker tones. I know, we might be a little tired of our superhero films trying to be serious or darker, but imagine if the MCU took a turn towards the horror genre. Now bear with me, enter Annihilus. Annihilus was introduced way back in the 60s in the Fantastic Four comics, but with the merger, I could see this character playing a very big role in the cosmic side of Marvel. With the success of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2, Marvel has teased expanding their cosmic side if they want to start building out their Guardians roster, possibly the Nova Corps and Nova the Hero, and Adam Warlock's introduction, Annihilus would be a very good enemy for them. Why, you ask? Well, the Annihilation storyline, of course. Now, in Annihilation, it's about how Annihilus invades our universe from the Negative Zone, where he is king, of course, why wouldn't he be? And his armada conquers planet after planet, consuming just about everything. This caused the formation of the Guardians of the Galaxy that you know and love, and while expanding the cosmic side of the MCU could also involve our Earthbound heroes, specifically Captain Marvel and Thor. Number 4, this is the guy that gets the most votes from everyone, everywhere, even me, Dr. Doom. You've seen Again, 2 live-action versions of Doctor Doom, so I understand if you're not too excited, but he is an extremely compelling and complicated villain. That's why we keep trying to make him good. Most of the time, while he is extremely egocentric and willing to go to great violent lengths to achieve his goal, he really does care for his country. When it comes down to it, he's saved the multiverse from total collapse. Now sure, he did turn himself into the god of that universe after that, even though he didn't need to, but he did do something good, kinda. He's complex, and if done right, he could be an extremely popular character for fans. And number 5, Dormammu. Now this is lower than Doctor Doom purely because I didn't quite love him in the Doctor Strange solo movie, but he wasn't a bad adversary, really. Also, Strange didn't defeat this god of another universe, he just made a deal with him. Dormammu made a similar deal with Strange in the past in the comics, and he usually figures out a multitude of ways to manipulate his way back into our universe by influencing or even possessing individuals and giving them power. He's even gone up against embodiments of our multiverse and won. Yeah, so he's no joke. Now, seeing a threat so large and cosmic attacking the universe definitely sounds like a threat that would need more than just a group of sorcerers, possibly a team to help out? Let me know what you think. Now, I didn't want to make this a top 6 list, so here's my honorable mention. Magus, this is the embodiment of all the negative parts of Adam Warlock / Adam Warlock's eventual future self, depending on who the storyteller is. Now, Adam Warlock has been teased for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, he's basically Space Jesus. He's an insanely powerful cosmic comic book character, but so is Magus. Magus is his opposite. He wouldn't be an easy threat to take down, and it could lead to him possibly organizing other cosmic societies against Earth and the Guardians. But there you have it. What do you think of my definitive list of possible Phase 4 villains? Who do you think is the next logical villain to be picked? Let me know in the comments down below, but make sure you like, subscribe, check out our other videos, and hit that notification icon to stay up to date when we release stuff. Send me your ideas on Twitter @SamBasher. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.